Hello everyone, welcome to Beexam's lab simulation series for Microsoft 365 security administration course. As you are aware that with the lab simulation questions that appear in MS-500 exam, you're generally given a username and a password, and then you have to perform a set of tasks in a live environment. So on the same lines, we are doing our third lab simulation exercise here, and let's see what our objective is in this lab simulation exercise. So objective is you need to ensure that the group owners renew the Office 365 groups every 180 days. Now on the face of it, this looks like a pretty simple question, but let's see what we need to understand on what has been asked to be done in this particular question. Now, understanding our objective is the next slide tells us that we're basically managing the life cycle of Microsoft 365 groups in this particular question. So we essentially, what we need to do is we need to log in into Azure AD Admin Center, and we need to modify the expiration settings. Before we go ahead and do that in our lab simulation exercise, I need you to understand a few things that are related to this question. Now, first of all, we need to understand who has permissions to modify the expiration settings for Microsoft 365 groups. Now, as per this slide, global administrator, group administrator, or a user administrator can create, read, update, or delete the Microsoft 365 group expiration policy settings. Apart from knowing this thing, another thing you need to know is what happens when you set a group to expire. Now, when you put some expiration settings on a group, the Microsoft Office 365 environment basically looks if there is an user activity happening, and if there is user activity happening, it automatically renews that particular group. Now, in case the particular group is not auto-renewed, then the owners of the group are notified to renew the group. What happens if they renew the group keeps on functioning. But if they do not renew the group, then the group is automatically deleted. And within 30 days, that group which has already been deleted can still be restored by group owners or by the administrator. So with this basic information with us, let's go ahead and change the expiration settings to achieve the objective of this lab simulation exercise. So here we are in Microsoft Azure portal. And now remember, our objective is to ensure that the group owners renew their group memberships after 180 days. Now, to be able to achieve our objective, we go to Azure Active Directory. We'll just click on Azure Active Directory, and then we click on groups, and then we go to the expiration settings here on the left hand side. We'll click it. This is exactly where the settings have to be changed. At the moment, the group life setting in days is 365, so we're gonna make it 180. We have already provided an email ID for the groups which have no owners, where the notification will go for the renewal of the group, and then we need to enable by selecting all here the expiration for these Microsoft 365 groups. Now you note here you can also select a particular group if you want, but in for the purpose of our lab exercise, we're just going to select all, and then we are going to save the group expiration settings. Microsoft 365 environment, as you can see, is in the process of saving all these modifications, and once we are done, on the right hand side you can see group expiration settings have been saved, which means we have achieved our objective of asking the group owners to renew their groups after 180 days.